Welcome back. In the studio with us now is Wanda Massengale, and you want to tell us why you didn't bring a dog from the Ozark Humane Society and you brought your personal dog, Sugar Baby?
Sugar Baby. Well, they have some puppies, but they're not healthy enough to bring.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's shots, worming, and all of that. The kittens are too small.
Mm-hmm.
The others are on hold, or
Okay, so
so I could
all right,
bring.
that's good.
Yes, I could have brought the one I brought last time, which I thought she was just so pretty, or Dana. The two older ones that
Okay.
have not been adopted. So I thought, well, asked you about bringing Sugar Baby, and so she got to go for a ride. We were going to come in the truck, but we ran out of time. She loves to ride in the truck.
How come did you have to get out there and crank it and you didn't have time to?
Well, I opened two gates.
Oh, to get to your
to
truck's
get to
behind all the security, huh?
I guess it is. It's just as part.
Well, you gotta, with a classic like that, you gotta make it hard for people to, if they're gonna steal it, they're gonna make it so hard they can't.
Well, it's just the fact that's his little garage out there by the barn. It's built onto. But Dana is still available for adoption.
Now she's an older dog.
She's
she's 8 years old.
12, they said.
Oh, she's 12 years old. Yeah, but she had a lot of spry in her.
Oh yeah, she did.
She's good for another 150,000 miles.
And she remembered me too. And the one, I think her name was Dixie, the one I brought last time, that was so well behaved.
Yeah.
Her mother died, and that's the reason she's at the shelter. And she gives up really bad first impression because she charges her in front of her cage, protecting her home.
Yeah.
When you get her
out, that's what you want. If you live alone, you want something like that.
And when you get her out, she's just totally different personality.
Well, she was fine with me.
And at the door out here, she just paused to let me open it. She knows how to do that. She climbed the steps.
Yeah.
She really is a sweet
She just
one.
has a touchy alarm system.
Well, that's her world now.
Yeah.
Because her real world shattered
when
her mom died, and there wasn't a place for her to go.
It's a good thing to make note that these animals are just not animals. They have personality, they have moods, they have wants and needs, and they can be a little emotional at times.
Well, I know, and they like routine. I mean, every animal at my house has it figured out. I have an old chicken that was given to me because they moved out of state. And at their house, she would go in their doggy door and eat with them. At my house, she'll run to the gate and walk me back to feed her. So, even they have personality.
You're talking about a chicken?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're doing a fundraiser, the plant sale, May 1st. And what that money is going to be for is a tub to bathe the pets instead of a bathtub where you have to get down on your knees like we've all probably done. And this would be a stand-up.
Oh, okay.
A bathing.
Something where you don't have to break your back.
I think they really need it.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what they're doing. They're going to have selling chances there for different things. They're going to have guest speakers. I think one of the guest speakers is on bees. So you might be interested in that. And I didn't get any numbers on how many are out there. I just know what I know, and that's it. But I asked about what year that our Humane Society became a no-kill shelter, and it was in 2009.
Okay.
So it's not been that long that it wasn't a no-kill shelter. I looked on the computer, and our adoption fees here are real reasonable. And I asked about the average in the nation. It can be anywhere from $118 to $667 to adopt a pet across the nation.
Okay.
And then I looked up which state has the most shelters, and that's Wyoming.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's number one.
That state's not well populated comparatively across the country.
And then I looked up, since we are a no-kill shelter, I looked up which state was the first one that did no-kill, and that was Delaware.
Okay.
And then the most kill states is California, Texas, North Carolina, Florida, and Louisiana. And that's sad.
My first thought would have been Texas.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know why. because maybe it's well populated and
So big.
yeah. But California, I wouldn't have thought them being up there. They were first on the list, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, with COVID, this may have all changed because I know
Yeah.
I read that there was in Texas there was one shelter totally cleaned out with pets because people were staying home and they wouldn't adopted them.
Oh.
So
But that's the opposite here. When COVID hit, people started adopting
right.
animals, which
Right.
is kind of odd that they
Well,
would
they're
do
they're
the opposite.
home, you know,
Yeah.
and the kids were home,
Mhm.
and that gave the kids things to play
Mhm,
with,
mhm.
and dogs and cats. Dogs is the number one pet for
Yeah, of course,
households. Yeah, cats, fish, and reptiles.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked on there, and it said at least 50 million households own at least one pet or more, or one dog or more. I have two. I have Teddy Bear and this one.
Okay.
But our shelter was founded in 1970, so no wonder they're having to do some work on those buildings.
Yeah.
And back then it was a kill shelter.
Yeah.
But
Now, does the city have some kind of shelter?
they
have an animal control officer.
they do.
Okay.
They pick them up, and after so long they take them out there. And there's a fee to get your pet out of jail.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Well, and there's rules when you live in town. You can't just let your animal run free.
No, and there's cases they just absolutely get out.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Yeah.
This one, she got out of the car and went up to the neighbor's porch, just climbed the hill and went out. And I told
She's
her,
trying to escape you for good.
"Are you trying to get a new home?"
She's wanting down.
You want down, sissy? But donations for Cause for Paws, of course, and shopping there. You stay up here with Mama, I'll spank. She's real scared of me.
Oh, and
Can you?
that reminds me, I've got a bag of clothes and shoes I need to drop off
okay.
over there. I went there last night, yesterday, and they do not have a night drop box.
No, no, they don't.
So that's important to know, because if you
Here,
want
Sissy,
to drop
come on,
something
sugar.
off after hours, you have to wait till they're open.
And another thing is, with COVID, they had a table out there. Well, I cleaned out my closet when we redid the wood floors, and I had a whole cart full of things, and so I went in and got a cart. You want?
Wanda, you need help?
No. But I tell you, she weighs a little bit more than she did when you met her when she was a baby.
Well, you shouldn't have fed her so much. You need to only feed her once a week.
Oh, yeah, that will go. I have to keep Teddy Bear and her separate because she eats when she wants it. He eats when he gets it.
Oh, do you have to separate their bowls?
Yeah,
And
I have kind of makeshift divided
do
the
you have
backyard.
do you have different foods for each
No.
one? She wants down. By
Sissy,
golly,
no.
she's gonna do what she wants.
You said you had some spits.
I had 3 spits. My first one, I named her Tribble,
I love
and
that
they were all.
name.
Let's see, no, he was a male. He was a male, Tribble, and then the second
Sugar.
one I just named her Spitz, and the third one
Come on,
was a
baby.
stray that came up to the house, and we named her Sissy.
I tell you, there's not many spits around. And my other
They're hard to find too.
I know. I have a Norwegian elk hound that is, I don't know of any other around here but that. But back to the shelter, I imagine the kittens may be available in 2 weeks, or the puppies,
Okay.
I hope.
So if
But-
you're looking for an animal, check them out. Can you go look
yeah.
at them now? And
Well, they're
Yeah.
closed on Wednesday and Sunday to the
Okay.
public. But there's a lady that's on maternity leave out there, so they're shorthanded. But even with the less number of animals there, they're painting, they're cleaning.
okay,
They're just doing whatever they can do to update. They're remodeling the office and kind of moving it around. And all that takes money and time and
oh
work.
sure it does. Yeah.
But like yesterday, miserable as it was, they're out there taking care of the pets. They still need cleaning supplies. They need cat litter. They need canned
Okay.
dog
And
food.
there's an account at Pal Feed that if
Right.
you want to donate or
Harrison Animal Clinic, because
yeah.
the puppies, rabies shots has to be given by a vet, and so they have to do that. But there was something else I was going to mention, and Miss Priss jumped down. Alpena is having a kind of like what we used to have as a rabies clinic.
yes. So Alpena's having one, huh?
So somewhere on these papers, I have that written down when I.
You need an assistant.
I have several. They bark and neigh.
They can't handle paper. They don't have
Oh,
thumbs. So.
yeah, that's true. It's called the Pet Wellness Clinic. $10 rabies shot, $20
Oh,
plus
okay.
core vaccines. And I'm not sure what core is. I would assume parvo, distemper, like that. I
Yeah.
don't. There's like 6-way shots, 7-way shots. I'm not
All for
sure.
$10?
No, it's $20
Per,
with
okay.
rabies and the other shots together.
Oh, okay.
$10 with just the rabies.
Okay, $20 for all those.
And $10 for
booster
lifetime.
starters.
Right, $10 for lifetime microchip, and it's going to be Sunday, May 16th
Oh, that's
from
interesting.
11 to 3 at Alpena Community Building, and
Oh,
the
good.
Good Shepherd Humane Society is doing
Put that on your calendar.
Well, I mean, that's pretty good, and especially if you live in this part of the county. I've got a hair in my white hair, I'm sure. But I thought that was something good to know. And the lifetime microchip, if someone gets that and they don't know the free websites to go and register that, I have that
Okay,
information.
all right. Well, I'm sure they may be able to know how to
But
do that if you're asking them
It'd be
there.
nice to get back to normal, wouldn't it, with doing the rabies clinics.
We're getting closer.
I think we are. I'm
Yeah.
glad I've got my shots.
Yeah, and I got mine a week or so ago.
You got
My
your
second
second one the
Yeah.
day you took your horse to the vet.
Yeah, it's been about a week or so ago. Yeah.
And then I had mine the Monday after my second
Yeah.
one. But thanks for having
Oh yeah.
this little stinker and I on.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
she asleep? I can't tell.
She's the only reason people tune in, I'm sure.
Oh,
this
I'm
segment.
sure.
Thanks, Wanda. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
We want to thank you for watching the show, and if you'd like to be a part of what we do here, you can give us a call here at the office, 870-741-4891. We have a Facebook page. It's Hometown Television. Just search for that. Or you can go to our website at hometowntv.net, leave us a message or other ways of contact, and all of our information is on all those sources. And if you want to be a part of our programming, just do that. We've got an event that's coming up, which is few and far between these days, but if you got an event you want to promote it, we'll do that here on the show. And for all of us here in front of and behind the scenes, thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time.